Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Jacob who lived in a small village. He often heard stories of a wise farmer named Ethan who grew the strongest plants in the village. Jacob wanted to know the secret behind Ethan's success. So one day, he decided to visit the old farmer. Jacob walked up to Ethan and asked, "Master Ethan, how do you grow such healthy plants? What is your secret?" Ethan smiled warmly and said, "Ah, my boy, the secret lies not in the seed, but in the care you give it. Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, when Ethan was just a boy, like Jacob, he had a dream. He wanted to grow the biggest and strongest tree, but he only had one tiny seed. That seed was his only hope. He didn't know if it would grow, but he believed in it. He decided to plant it in the dry soil and wait. Days passed, and nothing happened. His neighbors laughed at him. "It's impossible," they said. "That seed will never grow." But Ethan didn't listen. Every day he watered the seed. He worked hard, caring for it, protecting it from the wind and weeds. Weeks went by, and then one morning, something magical happened. A tiny sprout pushed through the soil. It was small, but it was alive. Ethan smiled because he knew this was only the beginning. As the sprout grew into a young tree, Ethan continued to care for it. But one night, a terrible storm hit. The winds were strong, and the rain poured down. It seemed the small tree would be destroyed. But Ethan didn't give up. He stayed by its side, shielding it, protecting it from the storm. Years passed, and the tiny seed grew into a tall, strong tree. Its branches spread wide, and its fruit fed the entire village. The neighbors who once laughed at Ethan now admired him. They couldn't believe that such a magnificent tree had grown from a tiny seed. Ethan looked at the villagers and said, "The secret is simple. The seed was never the most important part. The care, the patience, and the effort I gave it, those were what made the tree grow strong." Jacob listened closely and learned an important lesson that day. He knew that no dream was too small if you cared for it, worked hard, and believed in it. He walked home with a seed in his hand, ready to plant it, knowing that with time and dedication, it could grow into something amazing. Remember, no matter how small your dream may seem, if you nurture it, protect it from the storms, and never give up, it can grow into something greater than you ever imagined, just like Ethan's tree.